From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah,
You ready?
yeah.
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Got a lot of Taylor Swift stuff to take care of. I don't know if you saw this. There was like a summit yesterday.
For what?
So Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman.
Travis Kelce?
No, he was not there, but Levy was, the director of Deadpool. They all met at Bradley Cooper's apartment.
Oh my God!
So,
what?
yeah, yesterday afternoon.
Yo, that's wild.
It was Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and what's that guy's name? His first name?
Ryan
The
Reynolds.
director. No, the director.
Bob.
Sean.
Doug.
No.
Oh.
Sean.
Those are the same people that were all in the box with her at the
They
game.
were. And they better not be talking business because they're all on strike. They better not trying to be, going over scripts and stuff like this for Deadpool because that's the rumor, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Taylor's supposed to make a cameo in Deadpool 3. They better not be scabbing together, doing some business. It's not allowed.
It's facts.
Like I care. According to Bloomberg News Analysis, Taylor has officially built herself a $1 billion empire.
Bravo, T Swift.
This thanks to the Eras Tour, of course. The outlet reported that Taylor reached the staggering net worth of $1.1 billion.
Yeah.
From a lot of it from her 146 world tour that she's still in the middle of, but currently on hiatus from. The U.S. leg of that tour, according to Bloomberg, everybody was talking about how much money Taylor's tour was pumping into the economy. They've credited that tour alone with $4.3 billion in gross domestic product. The Eras Tour is on track for total of a whopping $4.1 billion, which would make Taylor Swift's Eras Tour the biggest and most profitable single concert tour in history.
That does not include the movie, though, right?
What, her $1 billion? Yeah. It's
No,
everything.
no, this 4 point whatever, that's just the tour alone.
That's
Doesn't
just the
include
tour.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
just the tour.
Good for
Yeah.
her. Get the bag.
And what did she release? She released finally
Taylor's version of her 1989
that's what
album
it is.
that
How is
had
it?
3 number 1 hits from it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor's version of Blank Space is on there.
So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over.
I didn't know how to feel about the Taylor's version of these older albums, but the more and more I hear them, I like them. I like hearing current
Says,
Taylor.
Play that part back because I want to see if it still sounds like she says Starbucks lovers. Remember when everybody thought it was Starbucks lovers?
Yeah.
Or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over. If the high was worth the pain. Got along like Starbucks lovers.
Yeah, it still sounds like Starbucks
very much.
lovers.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't fix that, huh?
No.
Oh, I like that
Right.
song. I like that. What's that song?
Out of the Woods.
Out of the Woods.
She
It's a
says
good
like a
one.
billion times in the
I
first
can't
9
understand.
seconds.
You know me. I just know what I like. I just know what I like.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
On
sounds
Taylor's
great.
version of 1989, the one thing, though, that I notice is Kendrick Lamar's verse is not on Bad Blood.
Oh. Is it replaced by somebody else or no?
Nope, there's no rap on it.
Really?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is missing from this version.
Any reason for that?
Don't know. Right?
And did you mention today's the 9-year anniversary of the album?
It is the anniversary, yes. And then she's got like a bunch of tracks on here that are from the vault.
Like
right?
unreleased?
Unreleased tracks that she
Nice.
went in. And I can't say the name of this song. I'll let Taylor say it, though. Unless the radio edit blanked it out. Say it, Taylor. Say it.
Over this rose, I'll pay the price you want. But if I'm all dressed up,
Oh, here we go.
they might as well be looking at us. And if they call me a slut,
Yeah, there you go. If they call me a...
I'd be worth it for.
So that's one song. There's another one called Say Don't Go.
Say, don't go. I would stay forever.
That's a good one, right, Maria?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Don't go.
So there you go. There's a bunch more, but if you're into the, Taylor's version of 1989, which a lot of people will be.
How many songs are on it? What's the total track count?
It is
21.
21 songs.
21. Wow.
1 hour, 18 minutes.
Jeez, anybody got time for that?
It's good for a nice drive.
Yeah, I guess, right?
It's a good album. I like it.
When did that come out originally? 2014, huh?
9 years ago today.
Damn.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see the story where Jason Momoa, I guess, hooked up with his high school girlfriend from Iowa or wherever he grew up? So
When?
he was
Isn't he
signing.
married?
No, not anymore. But I didn't think. When I say hooked up, they didn't like pork. But they just they reunited.
Any other way, bro.
Right?
Sure.
They reunited because
Why don't you say they hung out?
What's that?
Why don't you just say they hung out? Not hooked up.
Well, I hook up with friends. Don't you
No,
ever hook up with?
my dad says the same thing. You don't hook up with friends.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You never said to a friend, "We got to hook up soon."
No.
Oh,
Not now.
Come on.
Not now.
Come on.
Hook up means a completely
all of
different
you,
thing, bro.
All of you, stop it.
Link up.
You're
Say link
all
up.
nuts.
Yeah, yo, let's link.
Every single one of you are nuts. You can still say, "I'm going to hook up with you later."
No.
Yes,
No.
you can.
I'm
Roz,
married.
everyone's be thinking you're doing something else.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Shut that. No. Don't take that away
Shut
from
that
me.
what?
How often have you hooked up with friends?
I will hook up with how many of her friends I want to hook up
Amen.
with.
There you go.
No, that's not what I
Yeah,
mean.
there you go.
Stop
You
it.
tell Catherine you hook up with your
You
friends?
stop that too.
I support you, Ross.
Catherine knows when I'm hooking up with friends.
Hey.
Why, is she there?
No,
Progressive.
she's happy for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Progressive.
Oh, stop
Yeah,
it.
supportive. Okay, so what happened?
Anyway,
Jason Momoa.
so he was signing, I don't know, he's got some vodka or something like that, and then he was in, I don't know, whatever podunk town he's from, Iowa, somewhere in Iowa, and his high school sweetheart named Lindsay was there, and she,
Oh, that's a very Iowa name,
right?
Lindsay.
Yeah, and she said that back in high school she thought that he was a little bit of a womanizer, so she didn't want to date him. But then she found out I guess he was like a nice guy, and it was totally fine. And I guess after his signing event, like his vodka, because that's where she showed up, that he invited her for dinner, and she said no because she had to do like a school thing with her kid. She said no.
Well, you don't
Jason
say
Momoa.
no to Jason Momoa.
Said no.
Wow.
Shut him down.
Yeah.
You get someone else to take the
Shut
kid.
him. I'm sure he hooked up with somebody else, right? Some like
From that podunk town
Yeah.
in Iowa.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apple Music was having all sorts of problems because of the Taylor Swift album.
I got it fine. That's how I listened to it today.
Yeah, there was widespread disruptions on
Really?
Apple Music, and I guess in the prologue she slams the speculation that she is bisexual. So I will read you what she had
She
to say.
does?
Yeah. So she goes, in the 1989 Taylor's version, she explains that she started strictly hanging out with women after it, quote, became clear that she could not casually date or even platonically hang out with men without people assuming that they were sleeping together. She goes on to say, quote, and so I swore off hanging out with guys, dating, flirting, or anything that could be weaponized against me by a culture that claimed to believe in liberating women, but consistently treated me with harsh moral codes of the Victorian era. I swore off dating and decided to focus on myself, my music, my growth, and my female friendships. If I only hung out with my female friends, people couldn't sensationalize or sexualize that, right? I would later learn that people could and people would. So there's what she had to say about all that.
Let me play real quick one of the from the Vault tracks
Yeah.
on 1989, Taylor's version. This is called Now That We Don't Talk. And I want to know, like, I wonder if this is like the era when she was dating. Maybe someone can check. Is this the era when she was dating Joe Jonas? Because listen to the words on this one song. Now that we don't talk.
You went to a party, I heard from everybody. You part the crowd like the Red Sea, don't even get me started. Did you get anxious though, on the way home? I guess I'll never ever know, now that we don't talk.
Yeah, it's a good song. I like this one a lot. I want to know who she's talking about on this record.
You grew your hair long, you got new icons, and from the outside it looks like you're trying lives on. I miss the old ways, you didn't have to change, but I guess I don't ever say, now that we don't talk. I called my mom, she said that it was for the best. Remind myself the more I gave you want me less. I cannot be your friend, so I pay the price of what I lost.
Or is she just talking about, maybe it's not a ex-boyfriend, maybe it's an ex-friend.
Right.
She was with Joe Jonas in 2014.
Right. Or was this like one of her female friends that maybe she had a falling out with? I had asked the question about Taylor Swift, 1989, the album, and what era of her dating life that was.
Because Maury said Joe Jonas, right?
Well, I had asked if it was Joe Jonas.
If it was Joe Jonas, right.
Because a lot of these songs talking about relationship and stuff.
I know.
But everyone's saying that it's the Harry Styles era. 1989 was all about Harry Styles. Taylor dated Joe Jonas in 2008. 1989 is said to have a lot of inspo from her relationship with Harry Styles.
That makes no sense, though, because she would have written that prior to Harry Styles. She would have wrote it well before it came out.
No, but I think when they talk about that era, they mean like what inspired that album. So it would have been they were dating while she was writing it, right?
You know, she didn't write that album in 1989, right?
No, but she...
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure you're not like somewhat confused.
I don't know what
think
that
Joe
would.
Jonas was alive in 89.
I don't know what she would have written it with. Like
a crayon?
Like I don't know. So Harry Styles is what they're saying.
Yes.
Right.
I always forget they dated.
So do I.
You know, like I just feel like that's a part of our time that like it didn't exist.
I bet you they cried together after they made out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
They seem like that kind of couple?
Yeah. Like just got all like you know what I mean? Like everything was just so soft. Like everything gentle and like I bet you,
Wow. He gives those vibes too.
He super gives those vibes. All her exes give those vibes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We all know the sort of Florida man meme headlines and all that stuff, and everybody's like, "Why is everything so crazy in Florida?" Well, it's because every piece of information is released in Florida. That's why this stuff goes on pretty much everywhere. But because it's Florida, they have the sunshine laws, which is everything that happens, courts, in the government, all that
911
stuff.
calls.
Everything gets released. That's just their freedom down there in Florida.
What happened now?
But they're doing the Florida Man Games.
The what?
The Florida Man Games. You
What's that?
you can sign up at the Florida Man Games. They'll choose 16 teams with 5 people on each team. Some of the events that are planned are the Beer Belly Florida Sumo Wrestling Challenge. So it's like
fat
sumo
dudes.
wrestling with fat Americans.
Yeah.
Right? I'm kind of into that. There's the evading arrest obstacle course, which is you're going to have to jump over fences and run through yards while being chased by cops.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. Which I'm sort of into that. There's the pool noodle duel in mud.
Okay.
The category 5 cash grab. So I guess they're going to blow like hurricane force winds at you while you try and steal money.
Like in one of those tunnel
That's
machines, those
hilarious.
machines
I
where you have
guess
to step into?
I don't know, but this is my
Those
favorite.
tubes?
This is my favorite one. It's the catalytic converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes, and you have to steal all of those.
Oh
And the
my
person who can get a catalytic converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipe wins.
Oh my God. And this is the Florida Man Games?
Amazing.
Right? Come on
Are they going
now.
to broadcast this?
Come on now. I don't know who would broadcast this, but I'm very interested in seeing
Florida
it.
will.
And then the festival ends with something called the 911 Fight Night Brawl of the Badges.
Yes. I'm here
So
for that.
it's a series of boxing matches between like cops and regular people. So I guess that they have some volunteer policemen in there, maybe. I don't know.
no.
Tickets, if you're wondering, for spectators are $45 or $145 for VIP tickets.
Oh.
So you could get
the full experience.
What? Bottle
So you're like
service.
courtside.
Yes. They've enlisted 2 former American gladiators, Nitro and Ice.
Oh my God.
Are going to be part of this.
That's amazing.
And
yeah.
if you would like a photo with Nitro or Ice, that's an extra $50.
Worth it.
Got that.
You got until November 15th to register. They also do say this very clearly on the website. Being athletic is not required.
That's amazing.
So I'm sort of down with that. I'm okay with that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A movie called Five Nights at Freddy's
Oh, yeah.
killed the box office this weekend. $78 million. I had never even heard of this movie before. Now I kind of want to see it. So it's based on a video game, and it's Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
Thank you. He's a nighttime security guard at like a Chuck E. Cheese type place where he finds out that the animatronic mascots are also into murder. Reviews are terrible, but it made a ton of money. And it's PG-13 as well, which is kind of cool. I want to see that. We watched, whatchamacallit last night. What's that movie?
Oh, Halloween.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
Conjuring.
Which
Final
one's that? Which one's a
Destination.
Conjuring? Which one's a Conjuring?
The one when the family moves to the house and then like weird stuff starts happening and then the lady finds the bones in the fireplace, the old fireplace.
We watched the one where they introduced the doll Annabelle, but Annabelle's not doing anything wrong in the movie.
Insidious?
Is that what it was? Insidious?
The Five
No.
Fingers?
The what?
Was it called Five Keys or Five Finger or something?
No, it was like
They go back to the house and then she shows everyone
No.
and the dolls in the
No,
box?
isn't Annabelle from the Conjuring universe?
yeah, I think it was the
Oh.
first Conjuring.
So is it not called The Conjuring?
I don't know. I think so.
But don't they show her in Insidious, that last one? The Five Keys?
Don't
I
know.
swear they linked into
Wait,
I don't
Annabelle?
know.
No,
I thought
what-
Annabelle. No, Insidious is not from Conjuring World though.
Maybe I'm mixing movies up.
I think you are.
I think it might have been. So, but like they show Annabelle, right, at the beginning,
Yeah.
but Annabelle doesn't do any of the stuff. She's just there, and she just sort of
So
like
it's probably Conjuring.
she lives in the family's house,
Yeah.
right?
Is it from
And
2013?
I don't even know, man. Come on.
Conjuring.
Is that what it was? We're like, there's.
I was not
we're-
at your house, sir.
Okay.
I did not
You don't
grab
remember
the,
the movie title? You
I didn't
put
grab
on?
the remote
I
and
don't
press
remember
play.
what the movie was. I just know it's the family that lives in the house. They have 5 daughters,
Yes, Conjuring Man.
right? Is that the one?
Oh my God.
You need to have
Yes.
a pen and paper on the couch.
Why?
every day.
Why? Who does that? Why?
You need
Why?
that.
I
Bro,
don't.
It's the very first Conjuring movie.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
called
you.
The Conjuring.
That's what I'm saying. It's The Conjuring.
But you were questioning it.
No, I wasn't.
I'm still saying it's Insidious.
Oh,
It's
my
not.
God.
Did you enjoy the movie?
What?
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, very much.
Okay.
Thank you,
From what-
Shem,
from what
for
you remember?
asking. No, I remember
How
the
far
whole.
into-
I remember
how far
the whole
into the
thing.
movie did you fall asleep?
I did not fall asleep at all because I had a nap before.
Oh.
Okay.
So you're finally listening to your body.
Right?
Good one, Maury.
Right? See?
Okay.
Anyway, I enjoyed it.
Sounds like
Thanks for sharing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kim Kardashian's getting heat for decorating for Halloween because I guess she's not allowed to do that. Because she went really, really over the top with the decorations, and I guess like people are saying that it's appalling and senseless and tasteless and
shut
tone
up.
deaf, given the horrors that are going on in the world right now. And she has like skulls and stuff lying around on the table, and
Halloween, though.
I guess exactly. She's not allowed to decorate. Five Nights at Freddy's can make $80 million and nobody says anything.
Yeah.
But Kim Kardashian puts a couple skulls out. I mean, I shouldn't say a couple. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she does because I don't imagine there's trick-or-treating in Kim Kardashian's neighborhood unless
No.
kids are climbing gates and dodging security guards.
No, it's for the gram.
Right? That's all it is. Yeah, like that's all it
Just
is.
for social posts.
Right? She got more heat from this than releasing a bra with nipples on it. Was that real?
That is real.
Yeah, it's
Is it
real.
real?
Yeah.
It's part of Skims, right?
Give me
Yes.
baby.
Did you see that?
I did.
Bro, I want one.
Do you?
Yeah.
I want the
Okay.
underwear.
You
The
want-
men's stuff apparently
excuse
is
me,
very
excuse
good.
me, excuse me.
They're
Hold on.
Skims men's now.
Yeah?
I got so I went to the website because I read the story how the day after she launched Skims for Men,
Yeah.
the new line.
What do they sell Skims for men? What do
Bro,
they do?
it's like it's affordable. It's like it's in line with
But do they
it's in line with like Lululemon.
do they have the equivalent for hard nipples
Not
in
yet.
the bra
I know
for
what you're
women
asking.
that they do in underpants for men?
Nah, not yet.
No?
Version 2. But what they released last week, it went like crazy. Crashed the website. She made millions in one day.
Hold on, let me look
Skims
at this
for
now.
men.
Skims introducing Skims for men. How did I
Yeah.
not know this?
Well,
It
she had
really
hot
look-
NFL players modeling them.
Let me
It
look
really
at
looks
that.
good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Like
got
it looks
there's
comfy?
a football player, soccer
Yeah.
player, and basketball player. Actually, the basketball player, he plays for OKC.
Yep, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
Yep.
The football player, though, oh my God.
They're just underpants. They're
Yeah.
not like Skims where they like suck your belly in and stuff like that, right?
No.
Well,
Is that
not
what you
all
want?
Skims is like shapewear either, though.
What's that?
Not all Skims is shapewear.
Sorry, these underpants, the Skims underpants, they're just basic.
You don't want that to shrink.
No, these are basic.
They're fine.
There's nothing.
I don't know.
No.
Maria, did your
Pictures?
boyfriend see this stuff?
No.
Yeah, he did.
What does he think? Does he like?
He wants to try it. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of
same.
curious to see like how it feels.
Same.
They, whatever. They're
I'm gonna-
basic.
Matthew
gonna
said
buy
he
the-
doesn't want to support the Kardashians.
No.
Kardashians care about him?
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah. Oh no. We
Yeah.
don't have Matthew's support.
Oh,
What are we
no.
gonna do?
Oh no. What are we gonna do? Oh no. No, these are basic. Meh.
Yeah. So what?
Nah, not for me.
What do you want?
Not for me. They're all long.
Are you wearing
boxer
non-basic
briefs.
right now?
No,
They're
they
all-
have
they're all-
underwear too, man.
Nah.
Bro, they have underwear like briefs.
Hold on. Let
Here,
me see
a
these
3-pack,
briefs.
$70.
Let me see these. Briefs.
$70?
No, these briefs are.
Maury, you
Meh.
can't comment on anything when you pay a couple $100 for
Meh.
teeth in a jar off of eBay.
Meh. Yeah,
That
I
was
guess-
like 10 years ago.
I guess the briefs are okay, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're fine.
So you want that for Christmas?
No, they're just basic. I thought they'd be like, I don't know. I was
Magical?
thinking,
What do you want on them?
I don't know. I was thinking something like when you're a Kardashian and you got
Yeah.
Skims and you release like underpants. Like I didn't think they'd be so basic looking.
I feel like it's hard to do that kind of stuff though for like menswear.
Yeah.
Why? We like frills.
No, I'm not saying like the design. Yeah, you can do as much as you want. I'm saying in terms of like shapewear and stuff.
Right. Also, that is a very white. Like their white is white.
That's why all black, baby.
But
3-pack.
all black. That
Facts.
thing is going to be so covered in pee stains in no time.
What do you?
Right?
Wow.
How?
What?
Bro.
What?
You see
Not
the-
by me.
Urologist.
Not by
downstairs.
me.
Who?
Not
got
by,
one in the
not
building.
by,
Doctor.
not by
Yeah,
me.
we got one in the building.
No, that's
You
not.
want me to make an appointment?
No. Okay. There's going to be streaks all up and down those things, right?
God.
Nobody's wearing this kind of white. Nobody's wearing that kind of white. Nobody who works for a living is wearing this kind of white underpant. Okay.
But you can't wear any other color if you're wearing linen shorts.
Sure, you can.
You have to wear white.
More,
No
when,
beige.
when are you ever wearing linen shorts, more?
Never.
Yes, exactly.
You have
Thank
one
you.
pair of shorts, cargo.
Yeah.
And you've had them for 15
Yeah,
years.
there's like 9 layers of canvas before you get to your underpants. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. The price is right though. 3 packs, three pairs of underpants for $75.
I'm telling you. Hold
It's
on.
great. It's a great deal. Yeah, I'm gonna buy these.
You good at 10:05 today?
For what?
I made you an appointment with the doctor.
For what?
Downstairs.
I don't need to see a doctor.
He needs a urologist.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
we have one downstairs.
I don't need that.
Oh, I already
I'm
made
not-
the appointment.
Oh,
You're welcome.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
the L.A. County Coroner's Office have deferred the cause of death for Matthew Perry, which typically means that an autopsy has been completed, but the examiner needs more time and additional investigations into the death. Once the tests/studies come back, they say, the doctor then evaluates the cause again and makes the cause of death determination. Spokesperson told People yesterday that Matthew Perry's autopsy right now is pending a toxicology report, which, as we know from other people who have passed away, could take weeks to complete. So he was found, I guess he was at home and sent his assistant out on an errand And he went in the hot tub, and then the assistant came back 2 hours later and found him dead in the hot tub.
He was playing pickleball 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
So sad.
Jesus, man. What a story, huh?
Yeah.
And he got to write his book last year and released his book last year. And the first line of the book was sort of a crusher and really set the tone for everything that Matthew Perry had gone through. This is Matthew Perry talking to, I think, Diane Sawyer.
You start with a thunderclap. Hi, my name is Matthew, although you may know me by another name. My friends call me Maddie, and I should be dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You're on methadone, Xanax, full quart of vodka a day?
55 Vicodin a day.
Jennifer, and she says, we know you were drinking.
Yeah, imagine how scary a moment that was. She was the one that reached out the most, and, I'm really grateful to her for that.
And
remember how different he looked and sounded during the reunion special from what was it, like 2 years ago?
And he had said that he had some sort of dental procedure done, but you could tell he was medicated. I'm not saying he was high, but he was medicated. Here's a clip that went viral over the weekend that he did promoting his book, Talking to People magazine.
I say in the book that if I did die, it would shock people, but it wouldn't surprise anybody. And that's what I'm doing with writing this book. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to just talk about the highs and the lows, because people are suffering out there. And maybe if they hear a story from somebody they've seen on TV that's worse than theirs or just the same as theirs, they'll be filled with hope, which is the key thing.
And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau reacted, saying, I'll never forget these schoolyard games we used to play because I went to school together. And I know people around the world are never going to forget the joy he brought them. Speaking of Matthew, thanks for all the laughs, Matthew. You were loved and you will be missed. And now is the perfect time to play that clip from Matthew Perry when he was on Jimmy Kimmel and talked about that time that he and his friends beat up Justin Trudeau.
The current Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, somebody you went to school with.
I did. I was a couple of years ahead of him.
Okay. How old were you at this time?
Fifth grade, so whatever age you are in fifth grade.
Okay. And do you remember, 10 probably, do you remember him around school?
I do. I have a story about him that I'm not proud of.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I was reminded of this. My friend Chris Murray, who was also in the fifth grade in Canada, reminded me that we actually beat up Justin Trudeau.
Beat him up?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
The two of you beat him up?
We both beat him up. And I think he was excelling in a sport that we weren't as... So it was pure jealousy.
I see.
And we beat him up.
And his dad was the Prime Minister of Canada?
His dad was the Prime Minister
at that time, right?
I don't think that's the reason we beat him up. I think he was the only kid in school that we could beat up.
Damn.
That story too, huh?
Yeah.
My God. So good.
You knew as soon as Justin Trudeau put that statement out, you knew this story was going to come up.
I know. It's all like and that sort of clip comes up anytime Trudeau does something, right?
Yeah.
Like that clip goes viral like multiple times.
Remember when you were 8, you got beat up? Chandler beat you up with his friends?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new study, the one thing that made working from home more difficult for a great number of people, it wasn't communication, it wasn't getting your assignments in on time, and it wasn't interpersonal sort of development and promotion. It was the fact that it made cheating a whole lot harder for people who cheat at work.
Oh, my God.
Like on your spouse, not on your tasks.
Not on your work?
No. But they went through and they compiled a list of professions most and least likely to cheat with a coworker.
Ooh.
Are you at all interested? Do you want me to do the least likely to cheat or the most likely to cheat? Where do you want to start?
Let's go most.
The most likely to cheat. Obviously, number one is sales.
I was going to say real estate.
No. Well, that sort of goes into sales, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, sales.
Sales. Teachers is at number 2.
I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked, Maria?
No.
Wait.
No.
Maria?
Yes.
Isn't one of your sisters a teacher?
Yeah, but not her.
Hold on, Maria? Your mom a teacher?
No, she works in the school board, though.
Oh, okay.
Yes. A lot of my friends are teachers, though, so they're not going to like that comment. But
And do they all cheat?
No, none of them do.
Then
I'm just
who are
saying,
you speaking of?
I know of people, like my friends, teacher friends, who have like dated people that they've worked with, or I know there's some that are married now on the school board. I know of like teachers when I was in high school that were cheating in the high school. Oh, yeah.
Hospitality and event management is on the list.
Yeah, I can see that.
Property and construction workers. Get busy. Accountants, Mocha. Do you know any accountants?
Mm-hmm.
How you guys going to talk about my dad like that?
Banking and finance, IT. And then finally, armed forces, and then the occupations least likely to cheat.
Okay, here we go.
Least likely. Number 10, retail.
Yeah.
Public service and administration. Well, derp. At 8, marketing, advertising, and PR. I highly disagree.
Whatever.
I think that should be on the other list.
Okay.
Environmental and agriculture.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Law
Wait,
and
whoa,
law.
Why should PR be on the other list? My husband's in PR.
Yeah, I'm just saying. They all cheat. They all cheat.
Matthew doesn't cheat.
Law and legal. Goes without saying. Media and internet.
That's us.
Creative arts and design, law enforcement and security, business consulting and management.
Wait, this is on the list of
least likely to cheat. And then science and pharmaceuticals. No idea why. I don't know why pharmacists aren't cheating.
You can access all the drugs.
I don't know.
I saw that documentary about OxyContin, and those salespeople were cheating in the documentary.
Yeah?
No, but that's sales.
That's sales.
But
What's
pharmaceuticals. They're
restaurant
pharmaceuticals.
Considered under.
Restaurant workers?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's-
where's
Because
where's
that
wait
is,
staff?
like,
Where's wait
huge,
staff?
That's under
Yeah.
hospitality.
Right?
That would be under hospitality, wouldn't it? Was it hospitality?
Oh,
and
I
what?
guess, 5 for hospitality.
Yeah. And event management. Yeah, all those guys throwing those private parties.
Yeah.
What is
Come on
authors or
what do you
Authors?
authors? They sit alone in rooms for years.
Yeah, authors are hooking up with other authors.
like authors. Please. Maury trying to deflect. Yeah. That's all that is, Maury. That's all that is.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Diddy was on Jimmy Kimmel the other night, and last year for Halloween, Diddy dressed up as the Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
And
Great
it was
job, by the way.
Oh my God! And then they did a whole video of how like he became the Joker and everything else. But there was one problem, which is that it was too good. So here's Diddy explaining what happened after he dressed as the Joker.
What are you going to dress as for tomorrow for Halloween? I know you have great costumes.
Oh, last year I was the Joker, and I actually got a letter from the studio that I can no longer be the Joker because it was copy. They said it broke their trademark, that I did it too good. I swear, I had this letter. I swear to God. From Warner Brothers.
Really?
Yes.
Well, do it again then. Do it again.
So tomorrow.
Yes.
Warner Brothers lawyer, can you see me? Put this camera on right here.
Yeah.
The head of legal.
Oh.
Tomorrow, watch what I do.
And then so
I
Diddy
love it.
followed up with a video on Insta where he sort of explained a little bit in more detail of what the letter from Warner Brothers was.
Breaking Halloween news. Last year, after I did the Black Joker, I got a bunch of emails from the studio telling me to not be the Joker anymore, that I was breaching the trademark. And so I don't know what I'm going to be this year. But I will say to the that took all this time, you talking about sending me this 6 full papers. I'm not even going to show the business on the papers. But to tell me not to be the Joker, I want to tell you, you win. I'm not going to be the Joker this year. Just because your ass had enough time to up my Halloween. Now watch.
Okay, and that's how it ended. And then the video he posted after that
Yeah.
is Diddy as Batman, Chris Nolan's Batman.
Yeah.
In the Batman room where they build all his things with the white lights on the ceiling.
What?
Standing on top of the Chris Nolan Batmobile tumbler.
Oh, that guy made some phone calls, huh?
He then shot an entire scene where he goes and like fights crime.
What?
And there's a little kid. Who's a little kid in the video, Maury? I don't know who that was.
I don't know.
But there's a little kid playing Alfred. It's his Alfred. So listen to this. Diddy shot a scene from Batman as Chris Nolan's Batman.
I'm tired of mediocrity.
So good.
Of the shortcuts.
Oh my God.
Of the greed. Of empty suits telling us that we don't deserve more. What am I to do big?
You go hard. Without you, you definitely gotta go hard. When you fall hard. That pain gonna make you grow. The real need you, they need you. It's time, come on.
Dude,
was that like his kid or something?
I don't know who it is. I think maybe, but go watch the whole thing. He does a scene from he shot Batman.
Good
He
for
didn't
him.
just dress as Batman.
Here's my question, though. Yeah, his costume last year was great. But
Yes.
can Warner Brothers actually do that? Like, I've seen at all the big comic conventions, right? Like the one
Yes.
at Comic-Con in New York, Comic-Con in San Diego.
Yes.
Right? Like, people dress up, and it looks almost identical to the movie, like people who dress up as a Joker.
I think maybe there is the assumption that in some way, shape, or form, Diddy's making money off that. Right?
But if he's not.
But we don't know. Diddy's making money off everything.
guess.
There's nothing Diddy does. Diddy's not making money off it. But go watch
Did those
it.
posts say hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad?
I know, could you imagine? But go watch it. It is
That's good.
amazing.
Good
Bradley
for you,
Cooper and his ex-wife Arita Shank dressed up with they took their daughter out for Halloween, and both Bradley and Irina dressed up as Rocket from Guardians.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
I
It's
love it.
sweet, right?
Yeah,
Like
super
because
cute.
you always wonder that, like, is Robert Downey Jr., did he ever dress as Iron Man? Right?
Yeah.
Like you always want to know, like, did Chris Pratt ever dress as Star-Lord? Like, yeah, you kind of
Sure.
have to, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you have to if you're gonna do that.
I always wondered if Josh Brolin ever dressed as Thanos and just started walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of Thanos fetish stuff on the internet, eh?
No.
Like, there's like a lot of statues and stuff like that with like Thanos in a thong, like in really compromising positions. Like, there's a lot of like Thanos, like he's a like
Like thirst?
Like there's a lot of like daddy Thanos stuff out there. Like, no joke. I come across it all the time. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. Okay?
You do you,
shush.
bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing me. No.
His Google search is all
Shut,
Thanos.
shut,
All
shut.
inclusive. We're
No.
accepting here on the show.
Hey, man, support Roz for being so
Shut
brave.
up. Hey.
So brave.
Big up Roz. Yeah.
So brave.
Collecting more than Infinity Stones.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, there's a bidding war going on right now to bring Britney Spears' book into a TV series.
Oh.
Which means that somebody, of course, will be cast to play Justin Timberlake, and they're going to go through all of that. I imagine it will just be the sort of all the sort of behind the scenes Hollywood stuff. Because if you remember the Idol, the weekend show on HBO, so much of it was sort of based around some of the stories that had gone on in Britney's life, right?
Yeah, but that show was so terrible.
Yeah, so maybe you need the actual Britney story. Like maybe
As
you
long
need...
as somebody in the show that plays JT says,
Oh yeah, for shoes, genuine.
So apparently her agents have received tons of bids to turn it either into a TV series, a film, or even a documentary.
Oh yeah, for shoes, genuine.
I don't think we need another Britney documentary. I think that
No.
those have already happened. But yeah, so damn.
Oh yeah, for shoes, genuine.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A lot of people online are going in on Justin Trudeau, and I don't know, man.
Why? What do you do now?
Well, no, I think that kids are sort of off limits. So his kid, he did the Halloween picture, and his kid had a costume where they've faked the high shoulders and then like a bloody stump where the neck is, but
Yeah.
it's above what their natural height is.
Okay.
And then they're holding onto their own head, like in a hand.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks like they have no head, and then they're holding their head. And everybody's
That's
like,
what is that? The headless horseman? or
something like
that?
that, yes, right? But everybody's like, listen, no world leader right now in where we are with everything that's going on with Hamas and Israel, everything else, should ever allow their kid to go out as somebody who's decapitated.
Sure. Okay.
However, it's Halloween, and I know, and maybe it's because Trudeau's done like the whole blackface thing. Like he's not good with costuming,
Yeah,
right?
no.
Like he's got a history of bad decisions when it comes to costuming, and I think that maybe had that not happened, people wouldn't be going in on him now.
I think it still would have happened.
Yeah, but he didn't dress up like that. The kid dressed up like that, and I get it, but sort of kids are off limits at some point.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mariah Carey, what time did she release the video, Maury?
Exactly midnight.
Midnight. So as soon as Halloween wraps, Mariah Carey announces that it's Christmas season, right?
No, Mariah season.
Mariah season.
Oh, excuse
Sorry, excuse me.
Oh my God, terrible. Wait, so explain the video. I haven't seen this video.
It's a vault door that opens.
Yeah.
Right? And then the camera goes inside the vault door, and she's encased in ice. And then there's like guys there with pumpkin heads for Halloween, and she's encased in ice.
okay.
And then she screams, and the ice shatters.
Yeah.
And she's there wearing Christmas, like her Christmas outfit kind of thing. I'd give the production value like a D. Like
What?
maybe a D plus.
No, it's
maybe
an A plus
Oh, for
because
Say
all
that
the
because you're
lambs.
a
No more.
lamb.
You can't have an opinion on this because you cannot be objective when it comes to Mariah Carey.
No, I'm very objectively saying that everyone's freaking out because she saw the meme.
Right. So the fans is what you're saying. Are
Yeah.
Sorry,
freaking
what?
out, right?
She saw the meme.
The meme every year people tweet out a photo. It's like Mariah's thawing in October because we're so close to Mariah season.
Right.
So she did this where she's in ice, right?
Yes.
So everyone's like, oh my God, she's seen the meme. She's reacting to the meme.
What I said, Maury, was that the production value on it
A
was
plus.
Okay, you can't be objective.
It looks like it was made on iMovie.
Like less. Less.
Yeah.
Okay, less. You're so offended right now, Maury. Why are you so offended?
Because I thought it was brilliant.
No, you're saying this from a fan's point of view. She saw the meme. She sees us. She's acknowledged us. I'm saying the production value
Terrible.
was terrible. It doesn't mean it's not good. It doesn't mean it's not Mariah or it's entertaining. I'm just saying the production value was like a D plus.
Like the animation part of it.
Yes, it was like a D plus.
Horrible. So is this why you
so
woke
upset
your
right
husband
now.
up at 3 o'clock this morning while he was like fast asleep?
No, because it was his idea.
To
What do
do
you mean?
what?
Like we were discussing earlier that how she should do her video this year is her in ice. Matthew said exactly what she
No,
did.
but that's every lamb.
But you
every
just
lamb.
said it was the meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said she should do a video where she is in ice to talk about the meme. And then she did it.
So, but everybody else said the same thing. Oh, here we go.
Are you awake?
What?
Oh, no.
Mariah did exactly your idea.
What idea?
When she thawed out of the ice, it was you. You said that.
I know.
How do you feel that she did your idea?
Oh God, Marie, just me and Mariah. Okay, great.
She said she did your idea.
I'm sleeping.
It's time.
It's time.
Say it properly.
It's time.
My baby knows Mariah so well.
I know. I literally hit it on the nail.
You suggested exactly that, and she did it.
And she did it, Maury. I am her and I are in sync. We're just
You can't say in sync anymore.
Why?
Because Justin Timberlake's canceled.
Oh.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Was it at this point you went back to the couch more?
Exactly.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So when Diddy was on with Kimmel the other night, one of the things Kimmel asked Diddy about was this rumor that at one point Will Smith and Jada tried to scoop up J-Lo when they were together for a threesome. And so that and it was this all came from one of Diddy's old bodyguards, and I don't know whether he had an NDA or whatever. But here, let's play the clip before we get Diddy's response or non-response. Here's the clip of Diddy's old bodyguard on a podcast talking about exactly what went down that night.
Tell me the story about how Puffy wanted to fight Will Smith over Jennifer Lopez.
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, and then he went like this, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him. And he said to me, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close because I'm going to snuff him.
Oh, my God. At Matt Damien's party?
With Ben Affleck.
Wow.
At Matt Damien.
Yeah, great actor. Love those Bourne movies. Matt Damien.
Doesn't that sound like your mom recounting a story, right? Like this. Like she watched in the Academy. She's like, yeah, Matt Damien and Ben Affleck, and right? Like this guy talks like everybody's mom does.
Oh my God.
So here is now Diddy with Jimmy Kimmel.
Whoops.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true?
You really heard that? No.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this just go?
Yo, why don't you ask Matt Damien if he remembers?
Come on, there's no way. That's totally true. That story
is 1,000% true.
Right?
Wow.
Like 1,000. And what's Diddy going to do now? Like he's going to sit on Jimmy Kimmel and go, yeah, I almost beat up Will Smith. Like
They should have played the clip on Kimmel.
Diddy got a history of just doing things just like this.
Yeah. Also, Diddy heard that clip a million. Diddy knows exactly what this bodyguard said. There's no Diddy.
He remembers the night.
Oh, but he also he also saw this clip, guaranteed.
Yes.
His new bodyguard sent him this clip of the old bodyguard.
Yeah.
Going, yo, look at what I don't know what the guy's
Watch
name
this.
is. Yeah.
Right? And then then Diddy's texting Matt Damien being like, don't say nothing if anyone asks.
Don't say nothing.
Right? Don't fall for it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you remember Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
You know
Great movie.
the scene where he crashes up the Lamborghini?
Oh, after the Quaaludes? Yeah.
So I guess that's like a real car, and they really crashed it up, and now they're selling it.
The crashed car?
Yeah, they unveiled it on a stage. Like, you know when there's like a big auction kind of thing and they have like the piece of art underneath like a big black cloth,
Yeah.
and then they whip it off and they unveil it. So they did that with the Lamborghini.
They what it off?
They whip it off.
Okay, I thought that's what you
right?
said. Yeah.
And then they unveil it. That's what they did with this on a stage. But only it's like underneath when they whipped it off is the destroyed Lamborghini.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. I
It's
guess it's art or like a piece of movie memorabilia.
Do you restore
or
it?
something.
For how much?
They say it's going to go for like 1.5 to 2 mil.
Did DiCaprio sit in that vehicle?
Yes, this is the car that was used for the
actual
movie.
car.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
I'd buy
lot of money, though.
Is that cheaper than an actual Lamborghini?
for a 1989 Countach?
What's the list price? What is it?
They say
The
it's going to
auction
go somewhere between 1.5 to $2 million at auction.
For a
Can't
smashed up
believe they
car.
actually crashed that car, though. That is such a nice car to crash.
Yeah, like I don't.
The guy was on lewds.
I know, but like
so many. He
Yeah.
didn't do it on
that
purpose.
car to
He didn't-
crash it?
I know, but he didn't do it on purpose. He made it home and thought that everything was cool. Did you not see that part of the movie?
I'm saying in
He
the
was
filming
driving.
process.
He was like, la, 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 I'm going home.
You know, I rewatched that movie not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a despicable douchebag. Everybody in that
all
movie
of
is
them. Oh,
horrid.
Bro, especially Jonah Hill.
Jonah
Come
Hill
on.
is
He's
the
probably the worst.
worst.
Yes, thank you.
With those teeth. Like, that Jonah Hill character in Wolf of Wall Street is the worst.
Now, is the guy that he
the
played
worst.
that much of a terrible human being, or you think they amped it up?
Who, Jordan Belfort? Or you mean
the character that Jonah Hill played?
Oh, I'm assuming he's that much of a terrible person because I think
gotta
that
be, right?
I think they were all terrible, right?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah. Did you watch the? You started to watch Billions and then didn't finish watching Billions.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I only got through to I think season 2.
It went through some dark seasons where they're just it just wasn't good, and then they wrapped it all up. The other night, and it was fine.
Oh, how many seasons? I thought it wrapped up. 7 seasons?
Seven.
No, I'm not. No,
Because
you tell me how it
because
ends. I don't
Axe
care.
went away, and then Axe came back.
Went away to prison?
No. So he left the show. Right?
exiled.
Yeah. So in real life, his wife passed away, and
Oh my God.
he left the show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He
I do
left the
remember
show,
that.
and then he came back. And then Michael Prince, who took over Axe Cap, and he had Prince Capital, and he wanted to run for president. And then there was just a big giant schlamaz. There's so much detail going on in those last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Did you like the way they wrapped it up,
I
Shem?
hated it. It was too cookie cutter.
Yeah.
It felt very that's predictable. That's it.
Yeah.
Kind of whack.
But Axe had to do Axe, though, right?
100%.
You could not have it ended any other way.
No. He needs to return to his form.
But I'll tell you, though, with Damian Lewis, that's the guy's name, Damian Lewis,
Damian
right?
Lewis, yep.
I watched, I think it was 2 seasons without him on that show. And Damian Lewis, who was also in Homeland, and he was incredible.
Yeah.
That show was with Billions without Damian Lewis is watchable. But when he is back in those episodes and he's back playing that character, you realize at that moment how dynamic that man is.
Yeah.
When he's doing his thing, when he's playing that character. The show changes. You look at every other character on that show in that scene, and you get goosebumps. It's like watching a completely different thing.
So he's
because
needed.
He is so good, and you didn't realize how good he was.
Right.
But when they put him back in that room, I was like, oh my God, everything's changed.
Yeah.
Certain level of intensity.
Yeah,
with that
because
character.
he's just so bloody good. Yeah. Anyway.
But you didn't like the way it ended.
I didn't like the way it ended.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm just looking at this story. Alan Ruck from Ferris Bueller's Day Off in Succession. He was the oldest brother in Succession. Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I guess he got he's fine, but there was a 4-car accident in Hollywood, and he drove his truck right into a pizza place.
Oh, no.
But the truck he drove into a pizza place was a fully loaded Rivian. You ever seen these things?
A Rivian?
A Rivian. I haven't seen one in Canada ever, but when you go to California, they are everywhere. It's the Tesla of pickup trucks, right? And so this pickup truck is I think it might be $150,000 or something like that.
Gosh.
And he
Oh, yeah, look at this thing.
And he
What
just
a
crashed,
beast.
right?
It went through the wall.
It went when I say into the pizza place, it's inside the pizza place.
I don't like the headlights on them, though.
You don't?
Nah.
Dude, in real life, those things are the coolest cars I've ever seen in my life.
How come you don't have one?
I don't even know if you can buy them here. Also, I don't want to own a $150,000 pickup truck. I want to be able to put dirt in the back of it. Are you kidding me?
Go to the dump. Every other week.
Are you kidding
Unload
me?
trash,
bro?
Leave Daddy's little helper.
Yes, I'm sure that there's a mechanism in this truck.
Do we need to explain that?
That already exists? No, it's my pee jug. My brother keeps sending me links for new fandangled mechanisms. There, I guess this video went viral where there's a pee duck. Have you seen this? Did anybody send it to you? 1,000 people sent it to me.
Of course.
It's
I think they sent it to me.
I don't know. It's like
I'm glad it was good.
It's like a plastic duck, and I guess you take the head off, and then you pee inside the duck, and then you can put the head back on.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, like a duck?
It looks like a duck.
Or go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the first somebody's seen in the commercial for it using it in a hot tub.
Stop it.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yes.
Ah, man.
Okay.
Now, wait. So does the duck just stay in the hot tub and
No,
float around?
No, yeah, I guess it could.
That's a just in case?
I guess it could.
Huh.
Yes.
So he crashed his duck.
Yeah, he crashed his duck. Yeah, he's fine, but I'm just looking at the truck and I'm like, oh my God. Like it's just total.
Insurance will cover that.
Oh my God.
Remind me again, in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, was he the one that crashed the car that went through the window?
Yeah, he kicked it because it was his dad. His dad loved the car more than he loved him. And then
and it went through the window and down
because
into
they
the
took the
forest.
Ferrari. He and Ferris took the Ferrari and they racked up all these miles on it. And his dad knew exactly how many miles were on the car. And then they said that they were going to drive home in reverse, which didn't knock the miles down. And then they put it back in the garage. And then Cameron was like, "My dad's going to kill me." And then he had this realization that his dad loves the car more than he loves him. And then he started kicking the front of the car. And the car was up on blocks in reverse, trying to wind it back so the wheels were going. And then Cameron kicked the front of it and it fell off the jack and then it smashed through the window into the forest.
Spoiler alert.
Thanks.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Mean Girls reunited for a new Walmart campaign. So this is Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Seyfried, and Lacey Chabert. Rachel McAdams.
Regina George.
Yes, she
said no.
She
said no?
Not a part of this. Not a part. So here you go. It sounds like them, but
Get in,
only
sweetie. We're going deal
watered down.
shopping. Karen Smith here with the weather. There's a 30% chance it's already Wednesday.
This wasn't regular shopping. This was deal shopping.
Oh, this is gonna be so fetch. Stop trying to make fetch happen, Mom. It's still not gonna happen.
If you have Walmart Plus, you will get 3-hour early access to Black Friday deals.
Hey, is that Missy? That sounds like Missy
Yeah,
Elliott.
Missy Elliott. She's in it.
Yeah.
That's her?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yep.
So Regina George.
Missy Elliott's the gym teacher in the.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what, Regina George, like in true Regina George fashion, didn't want any part of
I
this?
guess. Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't fetch.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Britney Spears' childhood home is for sale in Kentwood, Louisiana.
Okay.
$1.2 million.
Okay.
2,300 square feet. It's on 2 acres. Britney's dad sold it less than 3 years ago for $289,000. The new owners claim that they're not trying to capitalize on the publicity surrounding Britney's new book, but they've just listed it for $1.2 million.
Now, is the house
3 years ago, they bought it for $289,000.
Is the house still like preserved to
So,
look like
the
Britney's childhood home, I guess?
No, but it basically is. So the house includes, there's a door that's still in the house.
Yeah.
In black marker is written, "Christina sucks, Brit rules."
Oh, wow.
Okay, which is scribbled on it.
Uh-huh. How do we know it's real, though?
The house still has some of Britney's artwork from when she was a kid, like on the walls. Framed.
All right.
Right?
Like this family did that?
No, like it was, when they bought it like that.
Why wouldn't Britney's dad like take all that stuff out?
That thing was sitting in like, it was part of their portfolio for years. They probably moved the furniture and they were like, oh God, who cares? All this other stuff, right?
But
So
knowing
all that
Britney
stuff-
Spears, who she is in the world, like take all that stuff away so nobody else tries to capitalize.
So her artwork's on the walls and in the concrete out in front of the house when they redid the driveway, Britney wrote her name in the concrete and it's still there as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I think they're charging too little then.
They bought it for $289,000.
For how many acres?
It's 2 acres, but it's Kentwood, Louisiana, bro.
No, I know, but still.
Okay.
I know. I just think about like prices in Canada, right?
Don't.
Like for that, for 200, you can't get
Don't.
anything.
Do not.
Like maybe a parking spot in a condo.
Bro.
Maybe.
Kentwood, Louisiana. Okay.
Is it a dump?
Oh my, come on.
Is that like what you would picture where Texas Chainsaw Massacre lives?
Not far off.
Right? Like
yeah.
this is a dusty ass town?
Yeah, it's a dusty ass town.
No
What
offense.
is it?
Yeah.
Kent?
No offense to what?
If people are listening from there.
From Kentwood? They know.
Was it Kentwood, Lou? Kentwood. Okay, let's
Like, what's
see.
the population
Oh
of
my
Kent?
God. Population 2,185.
Yes. Yeah, it's a dusty ass town. Yeah, but they claim again that they're not trying to capitalize on the publicity, but they bought it for $289 and they're now selling it for $1.2. So they basically added $1 million to what they paid for it.
They'll make it. They'll make it.
I think they will too.
On
more.
TripAdvisor?
Yeah.
Like explore Kentwood, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, like, some of the top spots include the Kentwood Welcome Center.
Yeah. Wow.
State Park.
Okay, so nothing
Canoe
and
and Trail Outpost.
Yeah.
The Holiday Inn Express.
Oh, jeez.
The Express.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Comfort Inn. A place called Skinny's Restaurant.
Yeah.
Smokehouse Barbecue.
Yeah.
Hart's Barbecue.
Yeah. Which I bet is great. Right? But there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's Brittany's house.
Bro,
That's all that's
Smokehouse
there.
Barbecue?
How come
Only
Brittany's house isn't on this?
Smokehouse Barbecue only got like 2 reviews.
No, come on. Anyway, right? They've never had $1 million house for sale in
Yeah.
Kentwood, Louisiana. So this is Brittany's home. You can buy it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
They've announced the replacement show for James Corden to come on
forgot about
after.
that guy.
Yeah, to come on after Stephen Colbert.
What do they air now?
So
Nothing, right?
they're reading. I don't think they're airing anything right now. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've been up that late.
The news. More news. The news after the news.
Yes. They're sort of rebooting a show from Comedy Central, and I think Funny or Die. They were the producers originally.
Okay.
The show was originally called At Midnight, and it was like a game show kind of thing, like a quiz show, I guess. Comedian Taylor Tomlinson will host a series. She's got a couple Netflix specials already, and the show is going to be called After Midnight. So it's not going to be like a celebrity chat show. There will probably be celebrity guests, but as we know with James Corden and Jimmy Fallon, people love the games, and so this is it's one entire show that is a game.
They should air our show.
On CBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do we get a raise?
No.
Roz and I do.
Yes.
CBS, if you want to holler at your boys, Roz and Mocha, let's make the TV show happen.
Yeah. So Stephen Colbert is the executive producer. So talk to Stephen Colbert. So that's going to debut in the new year, I believe.
Call Stephen Colbert for us.
No. Oh, sorry. Hold on here. When
Hi,
is-
Stephen. Hi. Yes.
I'm being sick. I'm not. Bro.
Hi, Stephen. Hi. Early 2024 is when that show's going to be released.
Like,
it's me, Maury.
I'm not doing a thing here, bro.
You're serious. Call Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, give him a call. Ring him up.
Pitch the idea.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Texas Rangers won their very first World Series of all.
In their 63rd season. It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
Big up.
They beat Arizona 5-0 in Game 5. I can't say Diamondbacks without thinking D-backs. You know what I mean? which makes you think of D-bags.
The Arizona D-bags?
Yeah. Like, hey, whenever
so
somebody
mean.
calls them the D-backs, like on the radio, like sports radio and stuff, I'm like, that's such a terrible. Who thought like D-backs? It only sounds like D-bags.
I've never heard anyone say D-backs.
They all say D-backs.
Yeah.
Yes. It sounds too much like D-bags, the Arizona D-bags.
Well, that's why they lost.
Yeah, it's true.
5-0.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Olivia Rodrigo's got a new song that the full thing's going to be released tomorrow, but you can hear a little bit of it. This is for the new Hunger Games movie, which I didn't even really know that they were doing. Ballad of Songbirds.
It's going to be a slow song?
Snakes.
Oh, I like up-tempo Olivia Rodrigo.
No, it's a movie song. They're never up-tempo. Never. But they play it during the trailer. So you're going to hear the trailer, but you're also going to hear Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
Okay?
I've never seen those birds before.
Mockingjays, we call them.
Blood on the side of
You seem like a good man, Corleona Snow. Would have been nice to meet you under different circumstances.
Your role is to turn these children into spectacles, not survivors.
We're live!
Good luck with that poor little songbird. Run. I am gonna get you out of here. But if I'm gonna risk everything,
Thoughts?
tell me.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a good voice.
Yeah. She
I like
baby
Olivia
baby
Rodrigo.
sings though, like
Ariana
Billie
Grande.
Eilish, Billie Eilish,
Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, all of them.
Yeah. They baby sing.
Movie looks
right?
really good, by the way. It's a prequel.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
The prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like
I'm
before
interested.
everything happens.
It's what?
Like before everything we already saw.
Did you just explain what a prequel was?
You looked confused.
Again, this is why you won't get the raise.
Again.
When we go Roz Mocha on CBS, Stephen Colbert presents.
Again. Thank you.
You don't get
so
the raise.
welcome.
Like, again. What's a prequel, Maury?
What happened before what you already saw?
There we go. Thank you. I had no. Thank you so much. I was confused with a confused look on my face. Apparently,
Yeah, that one.
Name some other prequels.
Oh, good one.
Star Wars. 3, 4, 5.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Oh, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect.
1. Star Wars 1 is the prequel to everything you're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
How about 1, 2, 3?
I mean, you could say that.
You'd be right if you did.
Bro. Name another prequel.
Yeah. What was another prequel, more?
Oh, Back to the Future 2.
No.
What?
No.
Because they go back to...
No, not a prequel.
Oh.
No. If Back to the Future 2 was a prequel, it would literally just be Marty in junior high. With no time machine.
Again.
Can't play guitar.
Yeah.
Got no girls. Doesn't have the cool pickup truck. Like, it would literally just be, it'd be Riverdale.
You just proved to Stephen Colbert you will not get a raise.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So DoorDash is now telling customers through a pop-up notification that if they don't pre-tip, their food may arrive cold. So, so let me explain this to you, okay? So if you don't pre-tip, a pop-up comes up that reads, orders with no tip might take longer to get delivered. Are you sure you want to continue? Dashers can choose, which we all know, which orders they want to do. Orders that take longer to be accepted tend to result in slower delivery. So people who've been Dashers, the delivery people, they know when the order comes through. They're familiar with the prices that come from DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes they're able to tell immediately whether you have pre-tipped or not.
So it doesn't say
It doesn't
tip
say.
equals.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't say it's the total amount. But if you know, you're
This combo is going to cost whatever.
Exactly, right? And so they know, and what happens is they won't accept that. They'll just wait for either another one that's a guaranteed tip and another one that's a guaranteed tip. Then they'll accept that one for on the way. So what they're saying is that your food may be done at the restaurant, sitting on the counter, and the Dashers may not accept it until they are in the same neighborhood.
Then you don't get a post-tip.
Or whatever it is, because nobody guarantees. The reason that you pre-tipped, right? The reason that people pre-tip is because when you pre-tip, they know, but it also takes away the mystery as to whether you are going to tip after the fact, right? So when there's no tip involved, you may be the type of person where you tip afterwards, but the problem is they don't know that. So now it's all about the pre-tip in order to make sure your food gets there on time.
Like, I'm going to tip regardless. So I don't mind doing the pre-tip.
Right.
Because so far, I've never had problems. And maybe because I pre-tip. I don't know.
Right.
No, I don't, because sometimes the pop gets spilled in the bag or whatever.
You've never tipped, Maury.
Okay, let me get to that.
No, but you have never tipped, though.
Let me get to that.
Have you ever tipped? Have you ever tipped
when
for an
I
Uber
send
order?
when I send Uber to other people for gifts? I do.
But
Sorry,
never.
what? What do you mean when you send Uber?
Like if I send Uber as a dinner to my stepmom for her birthday or Roz for his birthday, then I'll tip.
But you have, and you order Uber a lot.
Absolutely.
Eats, and you've never tipped.
But because the service fee, the delivery fee, everything is so many different fees, I'm all out.
Yeah. Walk downstairs and get it.
Yeah. It's astonishing that you live on the 3rd floor of your condo and you will Uber Eats a place that is literally downstairs.
Yeah.
And?
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, Maury doesn't tip ever.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maria, what is this Taylor Swift thing you sent me?
Okay, so have you guys noticed how many times she rhymes car with bar?
Sorry, what?
What is
How many
this?
times she what?
How many
She
times she
rhymes
went?
car
Yeah.
with bar.
How many songs?
6 different
What songs are they?
Okay,
What
Cruel
songs are they?
Summer,
Yeah.
Cardigan,
Yeah.
Getaway Car,
Yeah.
Cornelia Street,
Okay, yeah.
Cowboy Like Me,
Yeah.
Hits Different.
Okay.
Every time Taylor Swift rhymed car with bar.
In the backseat, drunk on something stronger than the drinks in the bar. I rent a place on Cornelia Street. I sit casually in the car. Never wanted love, just a fancy car. Now I'm waiting by the phone like I'm sitting in an airport bar.
Damn, Taylor.
Yeah, my sadness is contagious. Sadness is contagious. I saw your name till someone puts me in a car.
Wow. Yo, somebody get that girl a thesaurus.
Yeah. It's too much. It's too much.
I love that.
That's
great. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mariah Carey's getting sued again, this time by the same guy who tried to sue her the last time.
What?
This is all over All I Want for Christmas. So there was a guy who launched I don't even know what the lawsuit was the last time, but there's a $20 million copyright infringement claim. By,
Same name and stuff.
Yeah, by a guy named Andy Stone, who was part of, he wrote a song or something like that called, I don't know what the hell, was it Vince Vance and the somethings?
That's the band, yeah.
Is that what it was? So they have a song called, All I Want for Christmas?
That's right.
And they say that their All I Want for Christmas is very similar to Mariah Carey's, or too similar. So he sued her last year, right around the holidays as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess what happened was that the judge just dismissed it, but there wasn't any real conclusion. So now he's just relaunched the exact same lawsuit. And again, he's looking for...
hoping he gets another judge?
I guess. So he's looking for $20 million. So here is... look, we know. This is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah, okay. We're going to hear it a lot.
Okay.
Over the next...
Okay.
What?
And then,
you know what the song sounds like.
And then...
Bro, we're going to hear it so much until Christmas.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
And then here is the song Andy Stone wrote.
Don't want a Christmas that's blue. Take back the tinsel, stockings and bows. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is you.
Thoughts?
I mean, it's the same name.
Bro, you ain't getting a dime.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That sounds like Grease.
But I
Grease song.
don't think he's saying that the song sounds similar. I think what he's saying is that the essence of the songs are the exact same, which is I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. All I want for Christmas is you.
But can you sue if the song name is the same?
I think no. No, you cannot.
Do you think he just wants more people to hear the song this season?
I mean, I think maybe this is what he does, is that he just gets, ups the Spotify,
just a little bit?
Just a little
Ain't nobody
tiny
listening
bit.
to this?
No?
This sad-ass song for Christmas?
Come on, play it. Let's have a Christmas cry. You don't like a Christmas cry?
Wait, why are you vibing to this so hard right now?
It's kind of like vibing.
You like it?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
There are a lot of songs that have similar essence, right? Like, I don't know why I thought of this.
Shem, we're listening to the song.
Listen. Here we go. Listen. Same song.
Nah, far
Same
down this,
song.
bro.
You'd give him $20 million?
Depends if I'm in the Christmas mood or not.
Mocha's
Actually,
liking
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I listen to it a little bit more.
Right?
Yes.
He would have stopped it sooner.
Guys.
No, you're right, guys.
It's
the
the same
essence
song.
of this song
Yes.
No.
is the same as the Mariah
And it's
one.
even called, and it even has the same name.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
the essence.
Yes.
Listen, Baby Got Back and Thong Song are the essence are similar.
No, they're not.
Well, oh, yes, they are.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.